Lesson 1 for Chapter 1 Photoshop for Grade 7. Here we start a new chapter from Grade 7, which is Photoshop, and students will see it and will work on it for Grade 7, 8 and 9 for 3 consecutive years. It is a very important software that students should master, since it will help them to acquire STEAM skills, since the A is for art, and the number one software that manipulate pictures and drawings, it is Photoshop. So in this first year in grade 7, student will master the basic techniques to manipulate pictures. And as a first step, we will show them the use of Photoshop, the welcome screen, and the dynamic menu of this program. The duration of this lesson will be for 1 period. The software needed is, of course, Photoshop. Many examples could be given throughout this lesson. And at the end of this lesson, they will master why I use Photoshop. I will discover the main menu and the dynamic menu, how it works, and then I will identify the image size. So while starting the lesson, of course, we will show the students the main use of Photoshop, which is we can add light, as you see here on the right, to dark pictures. We can change a specific element of a picture. Here the eye is almost red. Now we change it to black, and even we can create a montage. Like here I add elephants in front of the car, and at the end I can make correction on the picture. So take your time and explain to students that pictures are everywhere, especially when using our mobile phones. We are taking pictures like every day, and with quantities, of course, so that they should know how to master the use of this software and how to edit pictures. Of course, you will hear questions and students telling you that no need to work on Photoshop, since we have on our phone what we call the edit option. Of course, there is an edit option, but it is not the correct way to learn them how to manipulate the software. You can tell them that all students studying in the university degree graphic design, production, animation, TV and movie, media, so all they use Photoshop in order to edit and to manipulate the pictures. It is the most powerful and professional software by Photoshop, by Adobe. The company is Adobe. Then after we go through the welcome screen of Photoshop, and you explain them that the main menu or the welcome screen is about the main menu, the toolbar, which is on the left, the sub menus on the right, and of course the space to use to open a picture and to manipulate it. And then after, it's very important to tell them that, and this is the key of the lesson, that once you open Photoshop, there is no document displayed, even a blank document. You can give them the example of Excel, Word, PowerPoint. Every time we launch those softwares, directly we have a blank document that we can fill. In Photoshop we don't have it. And so why we don't have a blank document? The answer is clear. In Photoshop we can create a small document of 9 centimeter by 5 centimeters in order to create a business card, or we can create a document to create a billboard on the facade of a building, like for 10 meter by 40 meters. So Photoshop cannot propose you a standard document like in Word or Excel in order to start working with. It's up to you to decide the size of this document. That's why every time you launch Photoshop, you will tell the student that they have to choose between two commands. Even they choose file open if they want to open an existing picture or document in order to continue the editing, or the command file new in order to create a new document. And in file new, there is a screen where you have to define the width and the height and the resolution, and then the document will be created. And of course they will learn the width and the height of a picture as shown on the right. And finally the dynamic menu that I will show you right now by switching to Photoshop. So I will open Photoshop. This is Photoshop. I will make it bigger. Okay, so as you see, there is no document opened. All those documents are from the previous session. So if I go through File New, the first screen is to define the width and the height and the resolution. Of course, the width, it is in pixel. Here I can change in centimeter. After, in the second lesson, we'll discuss a little bit what measurement unit we will take, if it's centimeter or pixels. So I will define let's say 12 centimeter by 5 centimeter. While clicking on create, the document will be created, and as you will see, it is a little bit small. I have my main menu. Okay, I have the toolbars. I have the dynamic toolbar, as you see here. So once I click on the crop menu, I have properties of the crop menu. If I click on the stamp tool, I will have the properties of the stamp tool, the bucket tool, the text tool. So every time I click on any of the tools, I will see that the dynamic submenu will change. And here on the right, I have like some submenus that we will discover later on. It's more than enough for this lesson. At the end of this lesson, tell them to launch Photoshop and to let's say create a new document, and you will precise the dimensions. If you see that you have enough time, you can click on the brush tool. Okay, you specify here which kind of brush you want, the style of the brush with the size, and of course you can specify here the color from this button. Okay, in order to start, let's say drawing anything for the rest of the time of the period. So this is the first lesson. Okay, I guess it is more than enough since it's new for the students. Thank you.